breaking news on the Trucker Jeff and Joey Shaw Super Show. If Shaden says bye, bye. F that guy, I'm all in on Corrupto. Now back to Shade's Crazy Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am live. It is quite the ugly day. It is quite the ugly day. All that research for nothing because we are tanking as expected. So, what's going on, guys? I'm sure everyone woke up in the morning and pretty much thought the same thing. Whoa, what just happened? What is going on? So we expected this. We expected this in the Discord. We were on top of this. I made a whole update newsletter that I put out, and I said very specifically, hey, we know Trump likes to do this. He likes to yap. And sometimes when he yaps, he says things that might cause the market to tank. And we were all over that. We knew this could happen. This was a possibility, and we were ready for it. So this is no surprise. This is no surprise. We knew that over the weekend this could happen. This is not shocking, nor should it be. Nor should it be. It should not be shocking. As you can see here, I'm about to zoom in. Let's get in on this. Boom. There you go. We zoomed in. And I'm just going to read a snippet from my newsletter. When I say we are in a bull run, I mean AI stocks, particularly those having to do with AI infrastructure, data center, etc. Those will do well and trend with volatile drops along the way, since this administration loves to yap and cause spike down, which are nothing more than opportunity. For now, keep buying good companies and sit on the position. The stocks we buy will eventually get love and attention and surge. Remember that people have short-term memory. They chase stocks that are hot right now instead of buying the stocks that are quiet and not moving. Then they come to chase it up. So there you go. Just a little snippet of the newsletter that I put out for Discord members that are paying. So we saw this coming. Like, this is not shocking. We've been going through this since last year. So this is nothing new. If this is new to you, welcome to the stock market. Sometimes Trump will talk and we will tank, and that's fine by me. Even Petrosky here, anything you're looking to pull the trigger on Tuesday, we'll see. I need to see buyers show up. BBI looking like a snack under 5. I think it's a buy, but let's wait and see what happens moving forward. So, a shout out to Burn Chips. We were just exchanging memes here, you know. Yeah, not looking good. Trump really got that effect. I'm going to see what happens. I do want to see if Hood breaks down the downtrend. Then I'll jump in. You must be licking your lips for them sweet discounts. And I'm like, I'll jump in with Hood on Hood if it holds 100. Fire sales, woo. Like, I get excited when stocks crash. We like discounts. We want things to get cheaper. So there you go. Just a little sneak peek here into what the thought process was going into Tuesday. If anyone was caught off guard, I don't know. You must be sleeping at the wheel, or I don't know what you're looking at. But this is called, what is it called? Trump taco. Trump always. I forgot what it means. Trump always cocks out. Trump always. I forgot what it's called, but there's a term called taco. So the expectation is that right now there's all this negativity, all this geopolitics, whatever. And then Trump is going to take it back, and we're going to surge. So this is nothing more than an opportunity. So take advantage of the dips, and that's really all I had to say with regards to the current environment. Quantum stocks, please. Shout out to, who is that? Carisia Athena? Hopefully I read that right. It's quantum stocks. Let me look at the quantum stocks list real quick here. The market opens in 12 minutes, so we still got time to, sit around and chat and hang out. But once the market opens, it's going to be very, very interesting to see if buyers show up. If they don't show up and we just continue to sell off, then, ouch. What do you want me to say? So quantum stocks, what about them? What about quantum stocks? They're a buy. They're at the purple line, close to it. The signal is there. So yeah, that's really all of them look the same, right? Under the purple line, IonQ at the purple line, QBTS near the purple line, RGTI at the purple line, QSI under the purple line, Quantum ETF. Well, that doesn't matter. It's just a representation of the sector as a whole. LAES near the purple line. So all of these are already nice and cheap, right? If you buy at that purple line, you're not buying the top. That's for sure. That's the whole point of the purple line strategy is here's the top at 25. Be thankful that you get to buy it down here nice and cheap and not up here at the high. So quantum stocks they're a buy. That this is it. That does not mean that it can't drop more. I think some people get it a little twisted. Some people think that because it's a buy, it's not going to tank more. Like, no, it can still crash another 50%. Absolutely. The stock market isn't difficult. The problem is that a lot of people go into the markets with a garbage game plan. Like, oh, I'm just going to, I got a game plan called I'll hold the bag if it doesn't work out. That's not a very good they chase high, hoping it goes higher. And their exit plan is just hold the bag all the way down because, well, they don't lose if they don't sell, right? That's the mentality, but that's just a really stupid strategy. If it was a profitable strategy, we'd all do it, but it's not. It's not a very good one, and it's long term. You're just gonna get caught in something that's never gonna recover, like the likes of Color, Mullen, etc. So yeah, that's why I created the purple line strategy. Because it's very, very simple. I got the little webcam here on the left hand side, but yeah, it's very simple. You wait for the price to come down to the purple line, you buy and just sit on it. If it goes down another 50%, cool, but what's the problem? Anyways, if you want to join the Discord, patreon.com/shadesandtrades. Highly recommended. If you don't know what you're doing, this is where you join to make sure you don't get caught, buying garbage and holding a big bag. All I ask is that you have patience and a lot of it, because this is going to require patience. The market, it rewards patience. It's always going to reward patience. Always. So, there you go. What's going on here? So yeah, is that it? It's just we only got 1% in the chat. Is everyone else deflated? Usually on crashes like these, people, they kind of lose their... people aren't very talkative. People kind of lose their steam a little because people just want to see things go up. Even in the Discord, the general chat usually is more active when everything's just green and going up. But when we tank, everybody's just really quiet. It's kind of funny to see that. Like, everyone's just super quiet. Like, oh, this does not feel good. It's so weird that people hate being in the red. I don't know why that is. You'll be okay if you're buying good companies. So, yeah, the quantum sector as a whole, there is no problemo here. The most important thing today is going to be, are buyers going to show up? If buyers don't show up, then we're gonna see a lot of stocks come down. Let me look at not futures. Let me look at Bitcoin. Ooh, Bitcoin. Ooh, that is tanking. It is absolutely dumping right now. Yeah, Bitcoin did not hold the trend line. It's tanking. We're stuck in a box here. It tried to break out. It's coming back into the range. So I would say Bitcoin should come down to 85K if buyers don't show up here at 90s. If it holds 90s, that would be great, because then we can make potentially the next leg up to 100K, which is my original prediction, that we would go to 100K. Either we were going to go straight there and then pull back, or we were going to go up, pull back, and then retest this support here at 90s, and then go to 100K. And then from there, we'll see what actually plays out. But yeah, that's like the short-term prediction. This has to be the bottom, because if it's not, we got a death cross here. If it's not the bottom, we are going straight into a bear market, and that's bad. So let's hope this is a bottom. Because the last time that white line crossed under the yellow line, that's called the death cross, usually means we're going to tank. But here you can see it got the death cross, went sideways for a few months, and then finally went on a bull run to 71K from below a 28. So it crossed under here, and that just marked the bottom. Here it crossed under, and it marked a bear market. So that's kind of like it's a threat. Let me put it that way. This is a threat here. This white line, this death cross here, that's a threat. It's a huge threat. Either this is going to be one hell of a bear market, or this is the bottom. It's one or the other. So we'll see what plays out. That's why I'm saying it's going to be very important that buyers show up, because if they don't show up, guys, you think this is dude, we can still crash another 50% across all stocks. So you kind of have to be, you got to stay on your toes, be excited, don't be worried. I don't think there's anything to be concerned about at all. I think Joey Shaw said it best.
Hey Shades, Joey Shaw here, all in on 2026.
So yeah, all in on 2026. Because at some point this year, we're going to go on a bull run, and it's going to be incredible. We're going to be seeing stocks going up 10-20% every day, and everyone's going to be excited and happy. But you got to go through the pain of holding in the red. No pain, no gain, whether it's the gym or the stock market. So there you go, guys. I feel sorry for Trucker Jeff. Trucker Jeff right now, he's definitely losing his mind. He's definitely not happy, because he was holding APLD and Riot stock for more return, but now it's tanking. So he's definitely going to wake. I don't know if he's awake right now, but when he wakes up, he's definitely going to message me and be like, oh my God, I should have sold. I could have made an extra $1,000. Now I mean, he's still going to make money, but he's just kind of, he could have sold at the top and instead of selling right now. We'll see what he does. I think he's going to sell. I don't think he's going to hold, because he's going to be afraid that it might come down lower and down to his average. So it would just be smarter to sell. Sell first, take the profit, and ask questions later. That would be the smart thing to do. I'm here just listening. Still on Cheese 9761. Yeah, yesterday people were much more active. So let's go to the big charts. Stock market opens in 4 minutes. 4 minutes, guys. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. Let me just go over to the Discord here real quick. And I just made... So I bought like 50K worth of SoundHound. Here at my average is at 11s. And you can see right here... You know how people are. Especially beginners. Beginners don't know any better. So right now, this little crash... I don't even call it a crash. To me, it's just like, oh, whatever. But, to beginners, this is like the end of the world to them. Like, oh my God, I just bought stock and I'm deep in the red. Oh no, it's the end of the world. But it's not. It's not the end of the world. We've been through a bear market of 2022, whatever. But beginners, they will definitely feel pain. They will feel panic. They will feel like they won't be able to sleep good at night, because they don't understand that crashes are part of the game, number one. Number two, you're just not going to time the bottom. If everyone could time the bottom, we'd all do it. So, with that said, let me pull up the Discord again, and you can see here, just want to show the newer members that this isn't the first time we've loaded 50K plus worth of stock. No pain, no gain. We loaded 7,500 shares of Riot stock at 7.50. Then it tanked to $5. So it tanked from $7.50 to $5. We went almost down another 50% on Riot after buying a big position on it. And we held through it, no problem. Then it rallied to 12 plus, and we made a lot of money. Do not be scared. This is from 2024, as you can see the date up here. I just alerted it, and I just sat on my hands and just waited. It's just a game of patience. If you have patience, you make a lot of money, and especially if you're buying good companies at cheap prices. So we even got the brilliant emoji here from Chess. So yeah, October, we made a lot of money. And then we did it again. We did it again in 2025, rinse and repeat. The biggest gains are made when we tank advantage. This time we are doing it with sound stock. Patience pays. We do this about once a year, because stocks like to crash every year. Surprise, surprise. And when stocks crash, they get real cheap, right? and then they go back up in the bull run, we make a lot of money. And we did it again in June 4, 2025. You know, we bought Riot stock and we just waited. We just sat on the position and waited for this to go to 12 plus, and a lot of people made 50% plus return. So Riot, we've been abusing that one every time it comes down under $10 because it usually likes to come back up to, 15, 20. So SoundHound, pretty much the same thing. There's no difference. SoundHound loves to come down to like 10 and under around 11, 12, and then it goes to 15, 18, 22. So it's just pretty much the same exact play. There's really nothing, don't overthink it. The pain sucks, but you got to have the pain to get the gain, so to speak. So I am not concerned one bit about the fact that I might go down 30% on my SoundHound. What do I care? I've been through this already. I bought Riot stock in the bear market of 2022 at $10. And then Riot stock dropped to $5. I was down 50%, and I was like, damn, no way it can go lower. It did. It went down to like $3. And it looked like it was the end of the world, but yeah, it recovered. Everything's going to be okay. I can show you right now. Look at the bear market of 2022. Goddamn, it sent it from $79 to a low of $325. I thought it couldn't go any lower. I thought I was buying cheap at $10, but then it just went down another 50%, and I'm like, wow, I just got smacked. But that's just how bear markets are. They're very ugly, and stocks get really cheap. We already discounted from the crash, anyways. But yeah, let's see if buyers show up. The market just opened. Let's see if buyers are here. Let me look at Bitcoin. What is that doing? Let me look at the 3-minute time frame, see what's going on. Ooh, there. Look at that. It's nothing but red. Red everywhere. SoundHound should come down to 10 in my opinion. I'm not going to buy more. I'm fine. NVTS wants to pump apparently. SoFi, buyers showing up maybe. IonQ. So yeah, the most important thing today is, are buyers going to... Why did this stock pump? AI just pumped 20%. So congratulations to anyone holding that. That looks like it wants to go. What's the news on this? What is this moving? There's got to be news on this. Well, I have no idea, but it is going. And I'm going to have to chase, because that's my strategy, guys. The strategy is to chase high, hoping it goes higher. So here we go. Let's jump in. I'm joking. I'm not going to chase that. That's ridiculous. That's a terrible strat. All I can do is say congrats to the 30% plus on the people that are in this and they're going to chase it. I'm going to look at other places. Micron Technology isn't dropping. Yeah, like I said, right now the most important thing is, are buyers going to show up? If buyers show up today and buy the dip, they're basically saying, yeah, we don't care. Like they just don't care about the whole Trump, tariff Greenland thing. So that's what I want buyers to show me. I want buyers to show me that they don't care. Like, we're going to buy the dip anyways. So APLD dropping like a hotcake. Wow, look at that. It just dropped from 35.60 to 34.60, a whole buck. I know Trucker Jeff is going to wake up and he's going to be like, I should have sold. I knew I should. Blah, blah, blah. He's going to pretend like he knew. But you don't know. You don't know. You can't know everything. Even I don't know everything. I only knew this was going to tank because I was like, well, this has been happening since since he became president. But we just have a very volatile market where we get days like this, where we just absolutely tank. APLD, Riot could easily come down to 16. If Trucker Jeff does not wake up soon, he's going to be very sad because he's going to see his portfolio go from like, he was up like $5,000, he's going to be up only like $3,000. Like, it's going to, he's going to be very upset for not selling, which is going to fuck with his psychology, because next time he's probably going to sell too early out of fear that this is going to, happen again. And he's going to be very angry because he's like, Trump, this motherfucker always talks and he just, yeah, he gets angry. Trucker Jeff he's MAGA, but he gets mad because he's like, man, why doesn't he just shut up? Just let the market go up. Trucker Jeff is a funny guy, guys. He's funny. He should start his own channel. He has the personality to be hilarious. Hood here at a previous bottom. We'll see if it actually holds. This is a big level for Hood. It has to hold here because if it doesn't, I mean, we're just gonna tank. This is a huge level. Huge deal. If this does not hold low 100s, we're gonna drop down to 93, and then from there it could just get ugly. So today's the day. It's a very important day. Do buyers give a damn? That's the question. I am tempted to buy here. I would have to set a stop loss at 104. It's only been 4 minutes, and these first 4 minutes have been just volatile. What is SoFi doing? I'm curious. Hey, buyers showing up for it. Cool. Like I said, we need to see that buyers don't give a damn. You know, I might buy SoFi here with a stop at 25.20. Yeah. Let me alert that. This is a good one. If that's the bottom down there, then it should not stop me out. If it stops me out, I take the small loss, move on. No big deal. Alright guys, I added SoFi at 25.76, 200 shares, stop loss at 25.20. So either I lose $100 or I'm gonna make $100. Let's see what happens, because if this is the bottom down here, it should be the bottom. If this is truly the bottom down here, then we should see this bounce and hold. If it doesn't, we take the loss because we don't want to hold it if it's going to tank back down to like 20, low 20s, right? So there you go. I'm glad I found something that looks good here. We're playing the bounce off of that key support level down there. Buyers showing up right now for Palantir Semiconductors. Again, this is what we wanted to see. Let's see if it lasts. That's the most important thing. Are buyers just gonna blow their wad here at the open? And then towards the end of the day, it just sells off the rest of the day, right? Like that's kind of, you know, that can happen. So TE here looks like an ascending triangle getting ready to break out. Buyers showing up again. Not a bad idea to buy. Stop loss would have to be quite wide. Yeah, this is getting ready to make a move. I forgot. I didn't game plan. God damn it, I did not game plan. Yeah, if it breaks out, it should go to like 970. Let me look at the 3-minute time frame again, make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, my stop is just getting wider and wider the more this moves. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to chase that. MP moving. Yeah, look, buyers showing up, guys. Again, but is this going to hold for the rest of the day? The market seems to be saying, I don't give a damn about what Trump thinks. We're buying the dip. That's what it's showing me right now, which is good. Oh yeah, right, Rich Tech Robotics, I'm definitely buying that. Oh yeah, hell yeah. BBAI, SoFi, Rich Tech Robotics. What is RDW doing? Is that thing getting ready to explode too, or did it just die? Did it just die in a fire? Because it's in a bullish falling wedge long term, if I recall, yeah. I could buy instead of stop at the 10.78 low to play it safe. I could do that. IonQ looking, it's just been trading in a range all of January. SoundHound, buyers showing up, cool. Again, I'm liking it. All right, yeah, I'm definitely buying some Rich Tech Robotics again. All right. I got filled at 3.89, 1,000 RR shares. I'm buying the dip. No stop loss on RR. We don't need a stop loss for this one. It's already nice and cheap at the purple line. SoundHound, we're already loaded. Riot Stock, not buying the dip on that. APOD looking good here. Buyers showing up. Hell yeah. This is what I wanted to see. TE looks ready to break out. What's going on here? Let me see. Am I missing SoFi? Where's SoFi? SoFi holding up so far, has not stopped us out. It would have to come down to the low of the day, so far at least. Again, this could be a fake out. Maybe we just pump here for the first half hour and then we just sell off rest of the day. So nothing to get excited about yet, but it's good to see that buyers are like showing up right now. APLD looks good. Not concerned about this one. No stop loss needed on that one. We bought 100 shares for the bull flag breakout, and we sold the put down there at 32, or what was it, $31 strike. So nothing to be concerned about here. Again, very professional. No emotions. We're looking for what's discounted or what has a ascending triangle or some kind of bullish pattern, so we can position ourselves. IonQ, I'll probably buy 100 shares here, right? This is the top, 84. This is the bottom, purple line bottom. It's not the bottom, but the purple line is here. We got quantum hype. Will come back into this stock. So, might as well buy right now while it's discounted, right? Every time it comes down to this purple line, nobody wants it. Then it surges huge from 7 to 51, surges from 17 to 51, comes back and touches the purple line, kisses it, goes from 36 to 84. So I look, I'm buying here, and if it tanks, fantastic. It is what it is. What can you do? We're not trying to time the bottom. If we could time bottoms, we'd all do it. But the best thing I can do, the next best thing that I can do, is time the purple line bottom, as I like to call it, right? In order for stocks to be able to come back to the purple line, they have to crash pretty hard, 40 to 60%. So there you go, 40% discount is what I'm getting. I'm getting quite the discount if I buy right now. I've had my eyes on IonQ for a while. The quantum hype will come back. You can even look at the quantum ETF here. Where's the quantum ETF? Goddamn, where is the quantum ETF? There is the quantum ETF. Where is it? As you can see on the quantum ETF, what does quantum sector continue to do? Year after year, it just keeps going up. For the past 3, 4, 5, 6, for the past decade, it's just been 8 green candles, 8 green years, and 2 red years, and those 2 red years were nothing more than buying opportunity. So that's I don't know what else to tell you. Speaks for itself. IonQ, wow, it's I'll just wait till end of day to see if buyers actually show up for that one. What else? Again, the most important thing is this gonna hold, or are we just gonna sell off as soon as we hit 9 o'clock? All right, I'm not reading the chat right now because I'm so focused, right? We're looking for opportunities, so I'm laser focused right now. Let me check the chat now and see what's going on. ASTS and RKLB. Let's look at those. ASTS. Oh yeah, ASTS, the space stock. We talked about this one in the live stream yesterday. So as you can see, it loves to come down to that purple line bottom, surges 54%, comes back to the purple line, surges 159%, comes back to the purple line, surges 185%, comes back to the purple line, surges 145%. So you see what you get what I'm trying to say here? What do I want to buy after it's already moved quite a bit from the purple line, or do I want to buy at the purple line? Because it seems like it loves to come down to that purple line and then surge 100% plus. So I would say it's not a buy. If you want to chase it, go right ahead. Chase it with strategy, kind of like how I'm chasing SoFi here with strategy and a stop loss, small position, no big deal. If I lose 100, cool, no big deal. I've made hundreds, I've made thousands on SoFi. So you give a little back, no big deal. No big, So. But I wouldn't go big, right? You would want to go big, like 50K big down here at the purple line where it makes sense. I don't know why it loves to do this, but it does. So those are my thoughts on ASTS. RKLB. Whoa, this one's already, same thing. It's already moved away. And it's the exact same pattern. Comes down to the purple line, surges 295%, comes to the purple line again, surges so far 123%, could still go higher. If you want to chase, go right ahead. Again, small position, stop loss at the low of the day. If it does break above 100, it could go to 105, 110, or not 110, 105, 110. But again, the stop loss is really the most important thing. You want to protect your cash. You don't want to be holding it back all the way down because it's a long way down to the purple line. If it decides to be, if this is the top and it goes back to the purple line, that's a 40% 44% drop. I don't know about you, but I don't like holding 40%. I don't like holding a bag 44% down. I'd rather wait for the purple line and buy nice and cheap, knowing that it likes to make this pattern of always surging huge off of that purple line. So pretty much the same thing as ASTS. It's up to you how you want to play it. I would just recommend always waiting for that genius purple line. I'm not the genius. The purple line is the one that's a genius. You the human you gotta have patience for it though. Gotta treat it well. Good morning, Shades. Been busy working. Shout out to DB Sherry. Been buying APLD Riot Sound and Ion Q. Same thing. I am very much laser focused on the same basket, those same four. I think you can't go wrong with those. BBAI looks good too. Again, NVTS. Buyers showing up. Let's see what the rest of the day brings. The most important thing is how we close. So, but right now, I'm happy to buy the dip. We're buying a lot of stocks at the purple line. Soundhound under the purple line. SoFi, wow, right at the purple line. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Why do you think I bought? You think I bought because I'm stupid? No, I bought because there's horizontal support here. And today it's touching that genius purple line. And we have not gotten stopped out. Fantastic. Everything's looking good. If this is the bottom, if it's going to bounce off this purple line like those other stocks do, we should see this move a few bucks and we can make like 500 to 800. And for what? And we would have risked 100. Cool. That's a good risk to reward. 1 for 4, 1 for 8. You know, this is, I don't know. This is, to me, this is easy. This is just, I can go all day with this. I'm okay with losing a few hundred here. It is what it is. You're not going to win every time. You're not going to get it right. But when the setup is there, you got to take it. NVTS. I'm curious about NVTS. Where is it? NVTS looks like it should. Yeah, no. I would say NVTS. Wait for it to come back to the purple line. Because it looks to come down here, then bounces, comes back to the purple line, bounces. So if this is going to come back to the purple line, it should come down to 8. Around 8 to 850. So I wouldn't buy it right here, not yet. So yeah, let's see what happens in terms of the rest of the day. Because again, it looks like buyers might be blowing their wad. They might be blowing their wad here. They might be blowing it. So yeah, they might have blown their wad here. They might have blown their wad here. Which is what I was like, that's why I was saying like it looks good right now to open, but if buyers blow their wad right here, we're gonna tank super duper hard. You think this is just getting started at this point? Yeah, Bitcoin should hit a floor down here at around 85. If it doesn't hold 90s, we should come down to, we should come down to 85. So once Bitcoin comes down to 85,000, I would look to buy the dip on your favorite stocks because those should be also finding some support. RR looking fantastic. I don't think I'm going to buy anything else. I already took a $62 loss here on the SoFi. I cut it early. I'm just going to stick to the RR at this point. No big deal. $62 loss. No big deal. Again, we've made hundreds on that. Thousands on SoundHound on SoFi. So there's nothing. Like, I don't know why people hate taking losses. That's weird. But yeah, I cut it early. I'm like, you know what? Let's just take the $62 loss here. No big deal. Added, what did it do? Rich Tech Robotics. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to add today. Because today's a shopping day. You got to buy the dip on some of these good ones. Sybil looking good. Looks like buyers are showing up again. Yeah, I don't see anything else interesting. Katos is still going strong. Hood. I wonder if Hood is... what is Hood doing? Yeah, Hood is trying to find support here at low 100s. We'll see what it does. I think it might just touch the trend line here in the tank anyways, is what it's looking like. All right, let's. I'm gonna take a break real quick. I'm gonna drink some water while we wait for 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is gonna be very telling. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am. I was just talking the entire time with the mic being off, so that's on me. I'm still getting used to the OBS setup, but I just sold a covered call here on APLD stock. Covered call APLD stock. So we took a $62 loss on SoFi, but no big deal, guys, because we can just sell a covered call on APLD. So APLD, January 30 expiration, $38 strike, 128 premium, 128 minus the 62 loss. Guess what? We're still in the green. It's almost like we day traded SoFi for free with a $128 buffer. That's a genius strategy, by the way, if you can't catch my drift there. If you guys don't know my strategy is I sell covered calls at the beginning of every week. That premium acts as a buffer, meaning if I sell, let's say, 5 covered calls and I collect $500 of premium, well, I can afford to take $500 worth of losses and I'm at break even because I technically didn't lose anything, right? Because of the gains from the covered calls. So that's kind of like, I'm not going to call it a genius strategy, but it's a great way to mitigate damage to your account by selling covered calls at the beginning of every week on your favorite stocks. And then just rinse and repeat every week. Every week you start off the week already $500 in the green, selling the 5 covered calls, and you use that as a buffer. So there you go. That's something I never talk about. That's a little secret of mine. That's how you prevent big damage to your account. Obviously, I'm very disciplined, right? It's not like I added 1,000 shares of SoFi. I wasn't going to do that. It's stupid. So yeah. There you go. Now you know the secret. That's the secret sauce to never losing. Sell 5 covered calls, collect $500 in premium. That $500 in premium acts as a buffer. Boom. Some of you just got mind blown because you got to think differently. All right, no, jokes aside, let's go to the big charts. Let's go back to the big charts here. I need to alert that in the Discord. God damn, I forgot to alert it in the Discord because some people aren't watching the live stream. If you aren't watching the stream, you missed out on some good info. There you go. I keep forgetting to alert it in the actual Discord. No audio shades? No. Yeah. Wait, no audio? You should have audio now. You should have audio now. At least I hope. Or unless I just screwed it up really bad. You should have audio. This looks like it's ready, getting ready to break out. It's almost 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is going to be very telling. Usually around 9 o'clock is when we start to see the algorithms pile in and send stocks absolutely tanking or soaring. We'll see what happens. We're only 2 minutes away. We're only 2 minutes away here. We're about to find out. 9 o'clock is always, I don't know why it happens, don't ask me. I don't know why, but around 9 o'clock we usually get some kind of surge up or down. I assume the algos are like told, hey, after 30 minutes, make the real move up or down, I guess. Here we go. 1 more minute, guys. 40 more seconds. 26 more seconds. We're about to find out the truth. Is today a green day? Is today the day that buyers show up and keep this from tanking to new lows? Or are we gonna just go straight down? Let's see. But yeah, if you guys weren't here for the strategy, hopefully you wrote it down. You gotta, if you're smart, you wrote that down. You wrote it down. You wrote down. You got to write down on a piece of paper or something. Every week at the beginning of the week, sell covered calls. 5 of them at least. $100 premium, ideally. If that's $500. You start off psychologically. You start off the week already $500 in the green. So psychologically, it's good for you. And if you lose money, you already know, hey, I lost $100, whatever. I'm still $400 in the green because I start off every week selling those 5 covered calls at the beginning of every week, and I'm already like, that's my buffer, so that my account never actually takes the damage. What takes the damage is the buffer money. So, little secret there. Just gave it away again. That's twice. So if you didn't write that down, you might forget it. It's a very good strat to avoid damaging your actual account or whatever you started with. So here we are, 9:01 a.m. Let's see what kind of action we're gonna get here. RR, if RR can move 10 cents, that's $100. Yeah, if it moves 10 cents, I can make $100, right? Let me just check. Yeah, I can make $100. So if it can move to 3.99, I can make $100 real quick. We'll see if it does, but make $100. That doing the math real quick, I'd be up 162. No, I'd be up 100 and I'd be up $160 about for the day. Not bad for a day that is just, terrible, but the real money is going to be made on the SoundHound once we get the bull run started. We're not in a bull run, guys. Don't expect to make much in a sideways market, and don't expect to make much in a downtrend or during crashes. The real money is made in the recovery. So, yeah, let me get the webcam back on while we wait here to see how it shakes out. But you can see here in the bottom left corner, Trucker Jeff, he's like, I'm up 46. Lana, the Russian girl, sold it for $565 profit. Thanks, Shades, for your vision. So, we're making money. It's just been real slow. It's been real slow. Yesterday I spent, 3 hours streaming, doing research on new stocks, new plays that I want to bring to the Discord more than anything. Because it just kind of sucks to sit back and wait for your favorite stock to actually get moving. And then it just doesn't do anything, so. Sold my Mara position today, $748 gain. Shout out to Jake H. He's starting to figure out how the strategy works. So when the stocks come down to the purple line, you just buy it and just keep flipping it over and over and over again. You make $500 over and over again. It adds up to 10K at some point, right? Too many people, they want the big, 100% move. But the reality is, if you make 1% over and over again, it'll add up to 100% at some point. Especially because we're just going sideways, so. Made about 1,100 on APLD sale. Shout out to PWOJ in the Discord, and Fergulis. He's been here for a few years. Shout out to that guy. He has a big account, so he's definitely making thousands. But right now, I definitely don't recommend going big on APLD. I only have 100 shares, but, we bought the top on APLD last time, too. Right here, we bought the top here at around 35, and then it tanked, then it came back up for us. And because we bought down here, we brought our average down, and we still made a lot of money. So we bought the top again, and guess what? I'm not concerned. Why am I not concerned? Because let me just show you something. If you are a bad trader, like I am, you buy the top here at 11, it goes down to 3, then it goes back, comes back up for you, and then some. It goes to 15. Let's say you're a really bad trader and you buy 15 at 15. Oh no, it dropped to 9, and then it rallied to 40. It came back up for you and then some. It's almost like every time you buy the top on this, as long as you didn't go all in, like, right? Because I'm not going all in, right? I'm only buying 100 shares. So I'll be able to bring my average down because I'm going to be buying so cheap down here at 30 and under. I'm hoping for 30 and under on APLD. If it doesn't happen, whatever, but I'm still going to buy more. And then when we rally to a new high, I'll make my money again. In fact, I think this is in an ascending triangle, possibly. We'll see. Let me look at the monthly time. It looks like a huge bull flag long term. Is it just me, or is that a bull flag on the monthly time frame? That looks like a bull flag to me. Look at this. This is the monthly time frame. That looks like a massive bull flag. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But I'll be buying more. If it comes down... Yeah, we have a... So I might sell one more put. Because at this point, if I'm going to buy, I might as well sell a put to get paid to buy the shares, right? Because I'll be looking to add about 500 shares again. Because when it was down there at like under 25, we were just making money. So, yeah. I think April D, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing to be concerned about. Let it come down. I think it's better to buy via the sold puts. I'll probably sell a put end of day. What would I sell it at, though? I would probably sell it at 29. Nah, see, it has to hold 32 here. This is a big level here. If it doesn't hold 33s, 32s, we should come down to like 29, 27. Yeah, if I sell another... If this doesn't hold 30s, 33 today, then I'll sell a put for 27 to 29 strike. You know, might as well collect some premium, get paid to buy the shares. I'm going to buy them anyways. Might as well just get paid. And if it doesn't come down that low, whatever, I still got paid off of the premium. So it's a win-win. So I'm just giving you a look into my mindset. So yeah, you'll notice today I'm not even like concerned. Like I'm not scared. I'm not like, oh no, I'm already game planning for... What I'm doing right now is I'm game planning. I'm like, oh, I wonder what should I do? Because if it comes down to this level, then I might as well sell the put right now. Like I'm game planning as I'm streaming here. I'm telling you my game plan. I'm telling you what's going through my head. Like, what if I move the queen here and he moves the rook there, and then I can fork him here with the knight, and then he quits because he's gonna resign because I'm about to checkmate him. But yeah, no. You get the point. I'm already like game planning for the next few days, and if it does come down, I know already what to do. Oh, look at that T1 TE energy finally spiking. That one might run another 10%. That one's already gone for me. I'm not chasing that. Yeah, if that breaks, that should get the breakout and come to 9. Yeah, 9s should come into 9s. Yeah, 950 to 10 would be the next level, which would be another like what, 10% move. So this one could go. It has the ascending triangle pattern. Buyers are not showing up right now for Bitcoin, so that's something to take note of. Very interesting that they're not buying. Soundhound, Quantum Stocks, red. Well, I guess I'm going to have to end the stream here. I mean, we're still up, despite the $62 loss. We're still up, so yeah, we're still good. That's why you got to have that strategy of selling covered calls immediately every Monday, or if there's a holiday, every Tuesday or whatever. Sell 5 covered calls, collect the $500 premium. That is your buffer. If you take $500 worth of loss that week, you just stop trading and wait till next week. But again, this requires discipline. Most people aren't going to have that discipline. And most people, they're going to go in with like 1,000 shares of some stock, and they're not going to take the loss. They're just going to hold the bag all the way down, because that's just how people are. But when you got that $500 buffer that you get for yourself every week, I mean, you can afford to jump in and take losses and whatever. It's just such a huge, psychologically, it's such a huge advantage versus just going into the markets every week, every Monday. You're not in the green, but you're not in the red. You're just kind of starting at zero again every week, basically. So psychologically, it's like if you start off the week taking a loss, it's gonna psychologically do damage. Like some people, if they start off the week in the red, they want to get their money back. They want to get back to break even. So it's just better to sell the covered calls and start off the week well and psychologically ready. Is Sell H worth chasing right now? Wait, Sell H? Did I type that wrong? Yeah, I typed that wrong. Oh, that's Kelt, not Sell H. Although Kelt looks good. I guess it follows Sell H times 2. Is Salt Lake worth chasing right now? Hell yeah. Go right ahead and chase. I mean, good luck to you. I wouldn't chase. Unless you actually have the discipline to not. To just dump it if it doesn't look good. But yeah. Sure, I mean, you can feel free to do so. But it already closed the gap. That's the problem. You probably wanted to buy before that. It's already closed this gap. This was a gap play. It tanked here. You would have wanted to buy with a stop at whatever the low was. Yeah. Nah, this is not. Yeah, I wouldn't bother. Man, ONDS buyers are really showing up for this one. What kind of news does this have? It's moving. It's actually getting buyers. Come on, Rich Tech Robotics. I'm just eyeballing Rich Tech Robotics. I'm like, come on, let's go. Move at least 10 cents so I can, make a quick 100 and call it a day. Just want to call it a day. RDW did not break out. RDW pulling back here. Good thing I didn't buy that. Yeah, once again, Trump has screwed over so many people. I wonder if Trucker Jeff woke up already. Because I know he's just going to be like, grrr. This always happens to me. I buy a stock and then Trump stocks and then I lose my money. And I could have made so much more if I sold. Classic. Alright guys, I'll be right back. If you guys have any questions, ask away. If you got any questions with regards to strategy, again, just ask away. Any stocks you want me to look at, just go right ahead. I'm going to stream for another 30 minutes and we'll call it there. In the meantime, let me go prepare some chicken broth because I haven't eaten. I'm going to prepare the chicken broth and just leave it sitting there simmering. Let it cook with the onion and the bay leaf and the garlic. Give it a nice little flavor. I'll be right back. Let me just make sure that I am not muted. This time I did not forget the mic. I almost forgot it. But this time I remembered. So I'm back. Again, I just wanted to prepare my chicken broth, let it cook, let it simmer. Rich Tech Robotics moving up. Cool. Come on, let's go. I need this at 3.99. I just want to make my 100, goddammit. I just want my 100. And I'll be happy. I'll be happy. You know how many people are not happy with 100? There's a lot of people who would not be happy. Dude, BBAI has been just trash. It's been absolutely horrendous. I hate that stock right now. It's been garbage. It's been very bad. Why are buyers showing up for RR right now? Oh, the 10K annual report. A 19% increase in revenue compared to 2024, driven by successful transition to its robot as a service model. So they had some good earnings. Okay. Oh yeah, and they partnered with SoundHound. So yeah, I like this one a lot. I like this one. I like RR. I think people are gonna sleep on this one, unfortunately. Hey, Trucker Jeff just messaged me. We're gonna look at his message in a little bit. You know it's gonna be funny. Yeah, let's look at that message from. Oh, he's not angry. Wow, that is a shocker. I'm a little shocked he's not angry. I thought he was gonna send me an angry message. Let me see. Gonna piss me. Oh yeah. So as you can see here, let me switch to the big charts. Boom. All right. Yeah, it seems here. This is Trucker Jeff. Yeah, it seems steady for now after dropping 3,000. LOL. Gonna piss me off if I have to sell those 2 positions on APLD and Riot. It'd be really irritating to lose all the gains though. But things can change in 5 minutes with this Trump guy. Either crash or taco, and it pumps back up. LOL. Who knows? And then he just messaged me here at 9:13 a.m. literally 3 minutes ago. Took some profit on Riot at 18.20, but left about 60% alone. I'll add more again if it keeps dropping or if this whole Trump thing gets resolved. So we'll see what plays out. I'm just buying the dip and I'm going to sit on the position. I'm really liking RR right now after that news. So I think RR is a buy. Let me see if I can pull up the RR news right now. Because it's just... Did that just come out right now? No, that came out 3 hours ago. Let me go to the Twitter because I know they have a Twitter. But Rich Tech Robotics and SoundHound are my big... I like those a lot. And you're buying near the purple line. If this breaks out above 409, we go back to 470, which is about, if it does get that breakout, that's about a 15, 20, yeah, 15%, 20%, about 15 to 20%. So, yeah, this is a good one. So I stand to make about, what is that? I think I might hold. I might not flip it at 3.99. If anything, I'll add another 1,000. Yeah, I'll add another 1,000. That's good news that they came out with. Again, I like buying good companies. Let me look at Rich Tech Robotics Twitter. They haven't posted anything on Twitter, huh? Netflix also green. Bottoming. Let me just give me a second because I really want to see this 10K. Oh wow! So the company Rich Tech Robotics expanded its operational footprint by purchasing a new corporate headquarters in Las Vegas. Huh? And launching its first robotic restaurant brand. Management remains focused on scaling the... Yeah. So again, robotics is the future. You're not going to have waiters anymore, waitresses. They're going to be a thing of the past. You're going to be talking to robots in the future. I know some of you are going to be like, screw that. I want to talk to a real human. I get it. You want to look at, waitresses that are hot and they have a butt. I get it. But in the future, after we're long dead, it doesn't matter. The newer generations are going to adapt to this technology. And they're not going to give a damn about talking to other humans. They're going to be very happy talking to machines. So it doesn't, Gen X don't matter. Millennials don't matter. It doesn't matter what they think. They'll be long dead. And the newer generations will adapt to the machines taking control of everything. So in the future, believe it or not, guys, and I know I'm going to come off crazy. Let me switch over to the, the small charts. In the future, I'm going to look right into the camera. In the future, I'm not dressed yet. I'm not dressed in my... I should wear my trench coat and my purple dress shirt. But anyways, in the future, the newer generations, they're going to look at us right now and think we were like insane. They're going to be like, wait, they actually had to do their own laundry? They actually had to wash their own dishes, they actually had to serve themselves their food? They actually like cooked their own food? What? They had an actual person physically deliver their food to their door, like an actual human? Like all of this, a lot of things right now are just gonna look like, huh? They did that back in 2026? Wow, that sucks. They had to actually like work and move around and do things? Because in the future, the robots are gonna do everything. And so to that generation, we're just gonna look archaic. We're just gonna look like we're dumb. Like they actually had to go do their own laundry, put the clothes in a bag and everything themselves. Psh, I got good old Bob over here, Bob the robot. Not Bob the builder, but Bob the robot over here. He just does my dishes for me. He cooks and cleans. Humans in the future are gonna be lazier for sure, and I don't know what kind of effect it's gonna have, and we're not gonna be alive for that. But just I want you to know that that the technology being created right now is for future generations. The younger generations is not for us. We're gonna be long dead. So that's why I keep saying businesses like Rich Tech Robotics are the future. They're a business just starting out. They're growing slowly. Give it some time, and I think it will be worth more than $10+. But really, when you're buying Rich Tech Robotics, you're betting on younger generations adapting to this technology. Because the older generations, they're just like, oh no, I don't care about none of that. They don't care. It doesn't matter. Their opinions don't matter. Millennials' opinions don't matter. We're gonna die off. It doesn't matter. What matters is that the younger generations adapt. That's all I gotta say. I'm very passionate about this because I think too many people get it wrong. People call AI slop, but it doesn't matter. In the future, it's not going to be AI slop anymore. It's going to be the norm. And they're just going to look back at us like we were stupid. Like, can you believe they called it AI slop? What a bunch of idiots. So again, it doesn't matter what people think. It's all about what those newer generations will adapt to this newer technology. And that's just how it is. Okay, I just went on a huge Rich Tech Robotics rant. But yeah, I like this one. So I just bought another 1,000 shares. No big deal. Are you an MU? No, I'm not in Micron. Is that Micron? No. I'm not in that. I don't like buying stocks that are $369. I'll just buy APLD. RZOV. I think we talked about that one yesterday. Yeah. Did it move? Oh, yeah. Well, it didn't move much. I was expecting a little more. Netflix also has green bottoming? Question mark. Netflix. Let me check Netflix. Because I do hold Netflix still from last year. But yeah, there you go, guys. We're up $60. We bought some good dips here on Rich Tech Robotics. What more do you want? We're not going to make much today. Not today. Once we get recovering and moving on the markets, we should see Rich Tech Robotics go back to 4+, and that's when we'll make a couple grand. And over the course of the year, we'll make our 60 to 100K. That's usually the target, usually what we can get. So, is that a bullish falling wedge on Netflix? It looks like it, but do I trust it? Probably not. Yeah, we'll see what Netflix does. The earnings is going to be what's telling. So, it's all about that earnings. I would like for this to pump on earnings so I can get the hell out of it. What do you think of Resolve? I already went over that in my previous stream. I think Resolve is fine. I think it's a good buy at the purple line, but I wouldn't chase it right now. No, actually, this is, either buy at the purple line or wait for this bottom. It has a clear bottom at 220s, so I would say wait for the bottom here. It has a very clear big level. Right here. You want to buy down here at 220s. Purple line is a buy too, but I would wait for the bottom. I would wait for that. That's a very clear, buyers love it down here. So I wouldn't chase it. If you want to chase the breakout, I mean, it can break out from 5 and move to like 550 for a nice 10% about. But you got to be disciplined and take the loss if it doesn't work out. Hey, look at Rich Tech Robotics, 3.86. I have 2,000 shares. I'll probably flip 1,000 shares and hold the other 1,000 since I bought 2,000 today. I need that $100, goddammit. I bought a Lasco space heater, and it's doing a great job of keeping me hot, but I need that 100 because that's gonna pay for the Lasco tower. Like, come on, let's go. Rich Tech Robotics just hit 3.99 already. I hate paying for things with my money. I want that Lasco tower that cost me 100 to be paid on the market's dime, basically. Eyeless, that's an old stock. That's an old stock. Let's go to Eyeless and let's zoom in here. Oh God, that looks like absolute trash. That looks like absolute garbage. That looks like trash. That's dead. What is there to say about this stock? That's dead in the water. It's a laughable stock. It's dead. Rest in peace, the many soldiers who held the bag all the way down, who got destroyed. LLMs even now are insane. They make it so much easier to do research. Yeah, for sure. If you're not using AI, you are going to be left behind by the people that are willing to put in the work to learn how to use AI. Like, you can use AI to create your own video game without even knowing how to do anything. From what I heard, I don't know if that's true. But that's what I heard. Like, you really don't need you just need the creativity at this point. You don't even need to learn the skill of coding or anything. The machines will do it all. So it's really just going to come down to humans using their creativity to use the AI tool to make something awesome, essentially. Sold Ondas in the green, hoping to rebuy at the purple line like Shade suggested. Please do. Please do. For the purple line. Yeah, please wait for the purple line, because some people like to chase Ondas at the top. You know, if buyers show up for the rest of the today, it's gonna be awesome, because we're gonna see a nice bounce the day after. And that's where we're going to make our grand. That's where we're going to make our money. So, yeah, I think Rich Tech Robotics is the only thing I'm buying today. I think that's it. I don't think I need anything else. Rich Tech Robotics, that's the one. That and SoundHound are the ones I'm focused on. Riot stock, do I want to buy Riot? I do. Sherry she bought here, which is not a bad idea. But it's a long way down to the purple line, unfortunately. That's the problem. If it comes down, it comes down. You know what? I could sell a put on Riot. I do want to buy back in, so I could sell a put. If it goes down, cool. I get paid to buy the shares. If it goes up, I make money. I get paid to buy the shares that I was going to buy anyways if it comes down. So I might sell a put at 15 because the purple line is right here at around 15. So let me yeah, if you've been following the stream today, I'm jumping in and out. I'm selling calls, puts. I'm positioning myself for future pumps. You know, this is just how it is. Sometimes not every day you're going to score big. That's ridiculous. That's delusional to think you're going to score big every day. You got to position yourself to score big in the future. Let me put it that way. I'm logging in again to my account. SMCI also at a big level, but I don't like SMCI because they've been shady on the reporting. Had to take the loss on that one back in the day after the Hindenburg report. Yeah, I don't like SMCI either. People always ask me about that one, and I'm like, just buy anything but that, basically. Like, buy anything but SMCI. Like, you got AMD, you got NVIDIA, you got AVGO? Like, you got others. Like, why do you want to buy the worst? HUD, buyers are showing up for HUD. That's awesome. Shout out to Burnt Chips. He's probably very happy right now because he's like, oh my god, I think I'm gonna be in the red on HUD. Let me switch here to, so I might sell a put on Riot, right? Might as well get paid if we're gonna buy it at 15 anyways. Let me see, covered call, sell a put here. Let me just check how much premium I would collect. How much premium would I collect here? So one put at 15. No, I probably wouldn't collect much, right? Or would I? No, that's a covered call. Yeah, $15 put, 10 days expiration would only make me 17 bucks. It would only make me 17 bucks. In 10 days? No, it wouldn't take 10 days for this to drop that low. It would, if it's gonna drop to 18, it'll drop there in 3 days. So maybe I might not sell a put. Is there a big level here? 16 is a big level. I could go $16 put. That would be $28. I could sell 2 of these. Two of these would be about what, 50 bucks? I could do this. Yeah, I might sell 2 puts. If it comes down, great. If it doesn't, I just keep the premium at that point. So it's a dub. So yeah, I might sell 2 puts. I do want to buy Riot anyways, so we'll see. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I execute the order. IonQ looking fantastic. Buyers showing up for everything. Cool. I might add another, honestly, I might add another 1,000 of Rich Tech Robotics. I really like Rich Tech Robotics. If you've been watching this whole stream, I just can't stop talking about that one. I think that one's going to be at least move another 20%. I am, though, even though it's still moving up. I know it will turn into a trader. Okay. Shout out to Porter. Yeah, I might add another 1,000 of RR. I am very tempted, guys. I really like that one. Let me see. Where's RR? 3.89. Technically, I could sell right now for 50 bucks. I could sell for like 60. I could sell for like 70 bucks right now. If it moves to like 3.97, yeah, I could sell, and then I'd make back. I'd make back what I lost on the SoFi, and then I can just buy another 1,000 anyways, because I don't. We're buying at the purple line, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I bought 1,000 shares for flipping, and the other 1,000 for holding for the price target of 4.50. So, yeah, you know what? Let me add another 1,000. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, because I want to make 1,000. Yeah. 2,000 shares, sell it at 4.50. That's $1,000. Yeah, that's a 50-cent move. That's $1,000. So that's the play. So there you go. In heavy on RR and SoundHound. So I'm just adding some more at 3.95. All right, sold the 1,000 shares of RR that I bought for day trading, the ones that I bought at in the morning. So I just made 60 bucks on that, and we lost 62 on SoFi. So whatever. The other 2,000 shares of RR, I'm gonna hold those for $4.50. So 2,000 shares times 50 cents. That's $1,000 in my pocket. So that's the thought process. Let me see, what is this? Yeah, so I might not sell the put. You know what? I don't think I'm interested in Riot. I'm not gonna sell the put. Instead, I'm just gonna hold the RR, and maybe I'll add another 1,000. We'll see. I really like the setup for RR right now. That's why I've been just can't stop talking about it. I have two others almost in the green with NLSL watching close. Thank you for your guidance, Shades. I have had flu all week and missed stock moves last Thursday to Friday. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You are doing great. You're doing great, Porter. Yeah, she's doing fine. I think she's a good trader so far as I can tell. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, Porter's Gold Rush 25. You seem to know what you're doing. I am curious what your portfolio looks like, though. Because I know Trucker Jeff's portfolio looks good. He's up. He's very happy because he made a lot of money on APOD. And he hasn't even sold all of his position. I don't want to add more sound. I'm already in big on sound. So I'm not interested in sound. I like NVTS. I think it will go to 12, 15, then 17. But again, like a lot of these stocks, I can't just jump into everything. So right now, I'm just gonna really focus in on RR. Let me look at RR again. I wanted to dip to 380s again, so I can buy some more. Just flip it again for another like 60 to 100. Today is flipping day, and position yourself for the big swings. Thank you. I just took a loss, Shades, on Ondas. Took a $150 loss. This way I'm not a bag holder. I'll be thrilled to get it cheaper. So there you go. Porter knows how to play the game. You don't want to hold no bag on something that's already moved a lot. She just took a $150 loss. But that's probably nothing compared to what she made. I think she made like a lot, if I recall. So yeah, she doesn't want to, buy up here and then it tanks 49% to the purple line. That's good. Again, I don't know why this is moving. What the heck? Whatever. It already let it run away. I don't care. All right, let me read the chat because I completely forgot about the chat here. Is it a good time to buy? I'm buying RR because it's a good time to buy RR. I don't know about the other stocks. I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't specify what stocks, so I don't know what that means. Let's switch over to the webcam and the green screen in the background. Woo! All right. Yeah, Trucker Jeff is up 46%. He's doing fantastic. His portfolio is doing great. Is it a good time to buy APOD or wait until it drops to purple line? Oh, you did mention, I just didn't see it because I'm blind, clearly. Clearly, I need new glasses, but is it a good time to buy APOD or wait until it drops to purple? I would wait till it drops. Unless you have the account size. And when I say account size, I mean like you have 6 figures to trade with. If you do not have 6 figures to trade with, wait for it to come down to 30 and under. If you have 6 figures to trade with, then I would say, yeah, you can buy 100 shares via sold put at 31 strike, and you can just keep averaging down because you got the account size to do that. But if you don't got 6 figures to trade with, then don't buy. Just wait for it to come down. If you have the account size, you have a lot of advantages. If you don't have the account size, if you don't got 6 figures to trade with, I would say wait off. Because you can't afford to hold, a bag, to put it that way, so to speak. Yeah, you can't afford it. So definitely wait. You can't afford to bring your average down. Let me put it that way. So bigger accounts have they can afford that. They can afford to buy 500 shares of Riot right here at $34. And then if it comes down, they can add another 500 shares, 1,000 shares, and it's no big deal to their account size because they trade with 6 figures. So it depends on your account size. But definitely if you don't got the account size, wait for at least 30 and under, I would say. RGTI under the purple line and buyers are showing up. Yeah, IonQ, RGTI, all of them. I love them. They're all a buy. All the quantum stocks. Let me check. Where's IonQ and RGTI? Yeah. I'm gonna wait till end of day before I add the quantum stocks. Screw it. Let's add right now. This thing might as well. I don't care. We're buying them at the purple line. Today's a shopping spree, if anything. Yeah, I just bought 100 shares here of IonQ at 49.98. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to hold it long term. Probably not. I'm probably going to flip it. The only thing I'm holding for the big swing is SoundHound, and I'm holding for the big, I'm holding that for 50%, for $15 minimum. But Rich Tech Robotics definitely flipping it at 4.50, and IonQ here, I don't think I'm gonna hold it for a specific price target. I'll just keep flipping it in this range. Literally, this is stuck in a range here. It's stuck in a box since November of last year. So you can just buy and just keep flipping it over and over then for $100 over and over again. So, easy money. In my opinion. No, easy for me to say. Good morning. I just bought some APLD at 33.84. I hope you have the account size for that, because goddamn, APLD. You didn't sell a put? You should have sold a put expiring this week at $33 strike or $34 strike. That way you would have gotten paid. You would have gotten paid like what, $100 and something dollar. You would have gotten paid like $150 premium. You would have gotten paid to buy the shares on the market. That would have been the smart thing to do, to squeeze a little extra money. But if it ran away from you, whatever, you still get paid. You still get to keep the premium. That's what I would have done. I have one sold put on APLD for $31 strike, so we'll see, because there's a big support level down here. 29 to 31 is going to be big, so that's why I sold a put down there. I like APLD. I can't wait for this to come down lower, except for Trucker Jeff. He's like, please don't come down that low. He's begging God, please don't let it come down that low. He does not want it to come down. Well, this has been a fun day. Again, it's one of those days where you just look at that IonQ. I could just sell it right now for a quick flip, can't I? I'm gonna flip it for $50. See you guys. I just made $50 in like, what, 3 minutes? Yeah, I just sold the IonQ I bought. I just sold it right now at 50.62, and I bought it at 49.98, so made about a little over $50 on 100 shares. So there you go, quick flip. What am I? I'm up almost $200 or something for the day so far. Today's a nice little flip day. Let me look at IonQ again. Let me go to the smaller time frame. Let's see if it tanks. I want it to drop back under 50 so I can buy it again and just keep flipping it for $50 to $100 over and over again. I could probably score like $500 today just doing that. But yeah. Good. Who was it who told me about Rigetti? Thank you for telling me about Rigetti, because I just, scored a quick 50 here buying IonQ. Let me switch over to the big charts again. What else should I buy? Everything looks fantastic here. If Rich Tech Robotics breaks out today above 4, I mean, we could still, there's money to be made on that. I know people are probably like, did this guy just buy IonQ and flip it for $50? Yes, I just did. Today's a great day to flip on the dips. Today's a great day. Dude, I am, someone stop me. I am so tempted to buy more Rich Tech Robotics here. Because I want another 1,000 just so I can flip it yet again. Just, IonQ, can it come down please? So I can flip you? I would like for it to come down so I can flip it again. That thing is volatile. It moved like, as soon as I bought it, it moved like 50 cents like a minute later. That's nice. That's cool. So yeah, we started down. I probably could have. I probably should have respected my stop loss for SoFi, and I would have made money. But I was like, you know what? Let's focus on the other plays. Good morning. I just bought some people. Okay, that's it. Is anyone else? Oh shit! I forgot about my chicken broth. I'll be right back, guys. Holy crap! I probably just burnt the house. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. My chicken broth is fine. It did not burn. It did not burn. I was a little scared. Hey guys, buyers are showing up. Buyers are showing. This is what I was telling you guys. If buyers show up, they're showing us right now that they don't give a damn about these Trump tariffs or the nonsense. Yep, it's looking fantastic, guys. All this concern for nothing. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. Buyers are showing up. Awesome. This is what we wanted. We wanted buyers to give us the strength. BBA AI, I think, is a buy right now. If it's gonna move back to like 6.30. So that's definitely a buy. Is my mic on? Yeah, it is. Okay. Wow, Riot stock. Price target of $42. Wow. Wow, buyers showed up. The hell? Wow, they showed up for the Bitcoin mining sector. That's crazy. You guys seeing that? You guys see that? So Bitcoin mining stocks broke out and then it pulled back right now, and it's buyers are showing up. So Riot stock, if it can break above 19 and hold, it goes back to 22 to 24. Wow. I am almost getting that. I'm a little ticklish. Here. Just sold APLD for $40 profit. $40 profit, made money before I even go to work. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, you just make a quick $40 and you're like, well, goddamn, now I have to go work for $40 an hour, a whole hour just for 40 when I just click buy and click sell and made the quickest 40 ever. that every time I think about that, I'm like, wow, that pains me. like that sucks. It does not feel good to make $40 in the markets real quick, and then you're like, oh, I gotta work my $20 an hour job. 2 hours just to make the same amount. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it there. There's not much else. Buyers are showing up for Rich Tag. They're showing up they're showing up for IonQ, SoFi. I mean, I am happy. I am really gonna focus in on not Riot, on SoundHound and RR. So, but feel free to buy anything else on this list. APLDs, go ahead, but I wouldn't buy too much. NVTS. Do I want to throw 100 shares at this? I'm almost tempted. Not gonna lie. I'm a little ticklish. You know, you ever get ticklish hands where you get butterfingers and you just want to buy everything? That's how I'm feeling. I feel like I'm at a Black Friday sale and I just want to buy everything. Everything needs to go. This is exciting for me. When stocks drop and recover, it's beautiful. GRNY. All right. I think that's it, guys. Hope you have a great day. Again, it was just a matter of buying the dip. Relax. It's okay. The market right now is basically calling Trump's bluff. That's it for the stream. Let's play the outro and I will see you